So the next step is, what does this look like when I'm reading poetry on my own, or when I'm taking a test, or when I'm reading a passage and I am looking for the key details? So remember those 5 steps that we went over. We are going to review them and show you the work that you're going to be doing on the next slide. So the first step is
to read the poem, and this is Everything on It by Shel Silverstein. I asked for a hot dog with everything on it, and that was my big mistake. Because it came with a parrot, a bee in a bonnet, a wristwatch, a wrench, and a rake. It came with a goldfish, a flag, and a fiddle, a frog, and a front porch swing, and a mouse in a mask. That's the last time I ask for a hot dog with everything.
Great job, Miss Chun.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. So the second thing we need to do is that we need to find the topic or the sentence. Remember, we're looking at the title, we're looking at the point of view as well, and any repeated words. This poem doesn't necessarily have any repeated words, but it kind of has the same concept of putting everything on it. So again, step 2, find the topic or the subject.
And I think the topic or the subject of this poem is the hot dog, because he just keeps piling more and more stuff onto this hot dog that he has in his hand.
Good. And we know that it's he or I is telling the story. So we would look at the point of view and say that it is first person point of view. And we also looked at the picture to say that it was a boy. And then we come to the third step. We're going to look for the important details. Again, remember in Roar, we highlighted the 3 key sentences that are going to give us details that support our main idea. So as we're looking at this poem, let's see if Miss Chun can identify 3 key details to support our main idea.
Well, as I was reading, I was thinking that the main idea might have something to do with being careful what you ask for, or being really specific with the things that you ask for. And a couple of things that I noticed in this poem that helped me kind of figure that out was when he said he asked for a hot dog with everything on it. And the line right after that says that it was his big mistake, and it's going to be the last time that he ever asks for a hot dog with everything. And those 3 details kind of help me understand that you should be careful what you ask for, and to just be cautious and be very specific when you ask for things.
Excellent job, Miss Chun.
Thank you.
So again, we use those, or she used those details to identify the main idea. She took what she highlighted to find what she thought the poem was mainly about. This poem is not necessarily about a bee in a bonnet. It's not about a wristwatch. It's not about a goldfish. It's about the hot dog and what comes on the hot dog, or what mistake he made by putting or by asking a hot dog with everything on it. Because I know that when I ask for a hot dog with everything on it, it comes with
chili, mustard, ketchup,
onions, those types of things. But in his case, it came with a whole bunch of different things. And then Miss Chun is now writing the 5th step, which is using her own words to come up with the main idea. So she is saying that her main idea that she came up with using those key details were
to be careful what you ask for, or always be specific with what you want. Because he didn't say, I want a hot dog with mustard, chili, ketchup. He said, I want it with everything. And he wasn't specific, so this is what he got in the end.
Excellent job, Miss Chun. So again, you can see on her form, she wrote what the main idea was, and she's supporting that with 3 key details. Her first detail that she highlighted was, I asked for a hot dog with everything on it. And in that statement, again, that was our topic and our subject. So an easy way to find a key detail is to identify what is the topic and or the subject. Her second key detail was that it was a big mistake. So the person telling the poem is realizing, I probably should have been more specific with my words, because technically he did ask for everything on it. He just didn't get what he thought that he would get on it. And then finally, her last key detail was that the last time I asked for a hot dog with everything on it. So she's taking her 3 details and putting them together to make the main idea, which again was or is
to be careful what you ask for or always be specific with what you want.
And that is an example of how we read a text, find the details, follow those 5 steps of finding the main idea. On the next couple slides, you are going to apply what you have learned and you will fill out your own form just like Miss Chun and I did.